Ken, can I just understand what you want to ask at this meeting, please?
I was going to run through the fact there is a constitutional question regarding the investment. There are issues of significant inconsistency, which are governance issues in relation to the description of this investment.
So, sorry, are they within
yes,
the,
can
you tell me so I can read?
Well, I'll pick up the major issue is the misleading reporting of the investment to this committee in 2023, when the officers knew full well that this investment was struggling, and this is in that letter, because they had been in receipt of information from the company, published by the public company, and the information that we were being provided with did not reveal the substance or the extent of the issues that investment was creating. I think that is a major constitutional issue. And it goes to the heart of confidence in the officers and the reports that they put to this committee. And I think that is something that should not wait. I'd like to hear officers' answers to the questions regarding information that was provided to us in 2023.
Chair, I've made the point. It's just the serious allegations being made, and it's utterly unfair of the officers to respond without having a chance to assimilate what the allegations are and move next business.
I'm not making an allegation, I'm stating a fact relating to the reports we had in 2023 when officers, according to the information we just had from Mailbox, were fully aware of the circumstances of that company, and yet the numbers that were presented to us did not reveal that, and the narrative did not reveal what was going on with Mailbox. So it goes to the heart of confidence in officers presenting to this meeting, to the heart of that. And I would like to deal with that at this meeting, please.
Not being spoken to like that by that councillor ever again.
Right, Nathan.
I think, Mr. Chairman, can I support the 151 officer? I clearly object to aggressive behaviour, someone stirring me out and pointing a pen at me quite aggressively in a meeting.
Chairman, can I just say, as I had a paid service and I have a duty of care towards my staff, and I just think this intervention by Councillor Crucially is totally inappropriate, undermining the professionals of officers who are doing their best to respond to umpteen random inquiries about investments. It's just simply not acceptable. I'd refer you, Ken, to the code of conduct between officers and members. I think what you've done tonight is not good.
And I would refer you, Stephen,
No.
Professor Broomhead, to the documents that were presented to this committee.
Ken, that's enough for that now. As Councillor Parrish says, we move on to next business. However, it's a very awkward situation because I don't see how we can actually continue without the people who are presenting reports. Anyway.
Remind members of the confidentiality that was spoken about before this meeting as well.
Meeting isn't confidential.
Could I make a suggestion, Chair? There's been a lot of allegations made here tonight without the facts. But as officers, decisions were made and we're fully responsible for those. But you obviously need the facts. Would not, there's letters coming in by the day that we don't have a chance to respond to because we've got day jobs. There's vast amounts of work going into these letters. These letters are not something you type up in 2 minutes and are observations. It's forensic work. So primarily in terms of responding to it, would not the solution be to wait to see what the outcome of the mailbox is? It's being marketed at the moment. New money might come in, the issue's sorted, and then we report. Then we do a full forensic report that we bring to this committee, similar to what we did when we were accused of investing in junk bonds.
I think that's an excellent idea. I think it's impossible to deal with it tonight, so it's not. It's moved to another another meeting later in the year when there is more information that's going to be presented to us.
Chair.
Chair, if I may.
We have the information here about what was reported to this committee by officers.
Can I in my capacity as statutory officer, can I just advise? Somebody's got would you mind the microphone? To discuss the professional conduct of officers in an open meeting is sheer folly on the part of the council. I would not advise this done in any way whatsoever. In terms of an investigation of officer conduct in the public domain where the public could be in video. I would think from an employer point of view, I think we should be treading very carefully on this, and user committee should as well. If there are serious allegations to be made about council officers misleading a committee, that is a matter for the disciplinary procedures to be undertaken, and those do not take place in public, irrespective of whether we're a public body or not. So if there are queries about the mailbox and how mailbox is reported, that's fine. If it relates to the individual performance of officers, to do it in the public, my advice to you is do not do that until you're in a position where you have actual formal findings and they relate specifically to those officers and can be brought into the public domain. You have a very difficult situation now the committee's created for itself. So you also have a difficulty about what you're able to bring to this committee and the professional support you're going to get as well. So I think you should bear that in mind in terms of, after this meeting, trying to sort out with advice and legal advice as to what can be discussed in the public domain with regard to individual people. Thank you.
Chair, can I add something for the minutes as well? I'd like an apology of Councillor Critchley for looking at me, staring me out in an aggressive way and pointing his pen at me aggressively. I'd like an apology for the minutes, please.
I refute that I have stared at you in an aggressive way. I did not point a pen at you. I had a pen in my hand as I was talking.
Can I, right, is all that limited? Right, okay, we're going to have to move on.
Can we see if Mr Green is willing?
Yeah, I've got to see. Do you want, what's the next agenda?
Chairman, do you mind us adjourning for 2 minutes while I go and speak to Linton? Thank you.